Shenandoah's Haley Egbert leads the way in the 3,000 today. Haley, this is the warmest day of the year to run this race, but you had a good showing. How are we feeling with how the way things went today?
I feel pretty good. I felt pretty positive during the race, and I feel like I did my best knowing the circumstances.
As I mentioned, this is probably the warmest day so far. Speak to the challenges of running a race and maybe a little bit warmer temps than what you've been used to so far this year.
It's definitely a challenge, especially for like the longer races. I feel like it's kind of just like a weight, because whenever it's really hot, it's hard to keep pushing and really easy to get tired. But I feel like it's definitely a challenge, and I'm definitely glad I get the opportunity to run here and just get the practice of running in the heat.
Talk about your race today.
First call for the shuttle.
It's kind of close early on, and then you had the kick at the end. What were you able to do well to make that happen?
I just tried to keep a good pace. I just tried to run my race. I wasn't really focused on anything else except for running my best, and I feel like just knowing that it's my home meet and I'm finishing strong, I just want to do my best at the finish line.
Still a lot of season left in one way, but also it's going to go fast in another way. Do you like where you are right now?
I feel like I'm pretty good. I do wish I was a little better knowing where I have been in the previous years, but I feel like I can't wish for something that hasn't happened yet, so I'm just trying to keep a positive mindset of where I am right now.
Haley, awesome job today. Best of luck going forward.
Thank you.
Riverside Sophia Fenner, the champion shot put here in Shenandoah today. Sophia, you're leaving here with a gold medal. How are we feeling about how the way things went today?
I'm really happy that I was able to throw my furthest of the night, and since Iowa State, I was kind of nervous for a bit because I haven't been throwing the greatest lately, but
Final call
it all goes up from here.
What do you feel went into that, being able to put together your season best today?
Just being able to get a fluid motion and putting everything together that I've been working on, and I know what to do, I just need to make it happen.
Anything in particular you feel like really clicked for you in that event today?
I think running the 800 before made me like pumped up and not thinking about it, so I wasn't as nervous, and then I wasn't pausing, so that really helped.
I know when I looked at the field and the shot, you're a state medalist, Lexi's a state medalist last year. Lene's been throwing really well. To win against a competition like that, what does that mean?
It was really like a big deal for me because I went into it, I was a little bit nervous because I saw my competitors, and coming out on top was just really a good deal for me.
So a really good showing today. How do you try to build off this?
Just keep going up from here and pushing myself, and hopefully work up to where I want to be this season and end on a high note whenever the season ends.
Sophia, awesome job today. Red Oaks Keely Jones paces the way in the 800 today here in Shenandoah. Keely, you're leaving here with a gold medal. Thoughts and feelings on that, how the day went?
I'm just really excited. It's my second 800 I've ever ran, so it's just kind of me trying to figure it out still, honestly.
Talk about getting into the 800. This is, I don't know if any race is fun, but that's definitely not a fun one on a day like today. How'd you get involved in it?
Well, last meet we were in the 4x8, and I just happened to run a pretty good time, so that's kind of what happened, and she just put me in it, so yeah.
Talk about your race today. What went into the success that you were able to have?
I think I kind of just tried to pace myself because I didn't really have anyone in front of me, so I didn't really know. I'm still kind of trying to figure out the pace, but I just tried my best and tried to pace myself and watch the clock.
Speak to the challenge of learning a new race and learning a race as grueling as this one.
I think it's really hard, honestly. I didn't realize I always ran the 400, so I thought that was harder, but I definitely think the 800 is the hardest. It's so mental, and it's just really hard.
Is this something that you think now going forward is probably going to be something you do a little bit more?
Honestly, unfortunately, yeah. Probably.
So with that, how do you try to make the most of it and try to do the best you can with it?
I just honestly just try my best and go out just happy with good energy, and my team helps me so much with that. That's a big thing.
Well, hey, Keely, awesome job today. Stanton's Hannah Olson among the champions here tonight in Shenandoah. Hannah, it's a hot day, hottest day of the year to run, and thoughts and feelings on how it's gone for you so far.
Personally, I like it when it's warm, so I've been enjoying the weather minus the wind, but it's a lot easier to get warmed up and feel good when it's warm, so I've been enjoying it.
The 100 hurdles, there's some really good 100 hurdle runners around this area, and you went against them today, and you come out on top. Take me through that race.
Well, obviously this race Lana wasn't in, and she's a huge competitor in that race. Obviously she's super good. But I have Carson and Addison and Lauren with me, and it's just I think we all make each other better by having each other so close to run against. So it's always a fun race.
What's the most important thing for
Second
you
call
in that
for
race?
4x100 meter
Because it all happens so
relay. All
fast.
participants in the 4x100
do there?
meter relay.
The
Please
most
report to
important
the
thing for
table
me
in
is
the
my
infield.
start. I struggle a lot getting out of the blocks. Like I tend to stand straight up instead of going like smooth. So I have to really focus on my starts and then my sprints between the hurdles. So.
How do you try to build off this going forward?
It was just a good race today, especially, I mean, there's obviously the wind makes it difficult, but I feel like I had a good start and a good race today, so that's just encouraging going into next week.
Man, awesome job today.
Thank you.
4 gold night for Fillie of Fremont Mills. She's the 400 hurdle champion. Some relays as well. Bella, a really good night for you. How are we feeling with how things went?
Overall, it went pretty good. There's still tweaks here and there, obviously, but we'll tweak those out over the weekend, and then we'll have Drake next week to really see what we can do on the Blue Oval.
Good 400 meter hurdle showing for you. Take me through that race and how you're feeling with how that went.
It definitely could have been better for me personally. It's not my best whatsoever, but I'm still trying to figure out how to run it. I haven't ran it for a full season yet, so I'm still figuring out the kinks in there, but there's definitely room for improvement there, so I'm still figuring it out. It was all right.
I know Coach Victor had mentioned before the meet that you guys were loading up on some relays, and that kind of shows you win the 4x1, you win the 4x2, you win the shuttle hurdle. Thoughts and feelings on the relay performances tonight?
Oh yeah, so me and Lana are still trying to figure out what we really want to fine tune before May comes. So we have like 5-6 events right now. We're trying to figure out what we want to narrow down. So these upcoming meets are really, what do you want to do, how we're going to run them. So nothing's set in stone yet for me. So we're still figuring it out.
Specifically with that shuttle hurdle, that has looked really good so far this year. How are you guys feeling with that?
I feel great. I've been in it all 4 years, so everyone's came along great, but I'm still that mentor. I've been able to place and medal in it past 3 years, so it'll be good. I'm excited to see what we can do.
Yeah, I mean, you've been right there in that race. I mean, does that kind of fuel the fire as we get into the final month of the season?
Yeah, it's definitely fueled my fire past 3 years now. 3rd place finish, 2nd place finish. So I think it's finally our time, and we'll get to see again what we can do against those bigger schools up in Drake.
Really good showing for the team today. Thoughts on that?
I mean, we always put good team stuff together. We just have the numbers this year and other years too, so it's great having other girls in here to push us, not what wins gold every night. So all the other girls obviously put forth their effort into these team standings, and it really shows.
Well, hey Bella, awesome job tonight.
Thank you.
Carly Chambers has been a part of 3 golds for Fremont Mills so far. A chance to go for 4 later on. Good showing for the night so far today. Carly, overall thoughts and feelings on how the day has gone up to this point?
Feeling pretty good. I mean, not ideal conditions. It's pretty windy outside. It's pretty hot, so, you know, just doing what we can. 4x2, just put down a pretty good time for this one. Sprint med did the same. For high jump, not doing as well as I want to be, but, you know, can't complain too much with 5 foot, so.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this is the hottest day of the year so far. You know, to run in, speak to the challenge that comes with that.
Yeah, you really got to make sure you're hydrated throughout the day and throughout the meet. Get a good stretch in, and just speak to what your body's telling you. If you need a drink, get a drink, and just be safe with the heat that's out.
Talk about the high jump. You mentioned, you know, maybe not quite where you want to be, but still, when you can win and clear 5 foot and not be where you want to be, that's got to be a pretty good sign.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good spot for this time of the year. I mean, just a few things I have to work on. Just getting over the bar by snapping. Pretty easy things to work on, and I'm pretty high over the bar, so it's
Final call for the 800 meter run. All
for the rest of the
participants in
season.
the 800 meter run.
How do you feel with the high jump? How do you feel you make that happen?
I give it all to my coaches. I have 2 really good high jump coaches and 2 other good coaches that are really helped me throughout everything. Brooklyn, it's really nice to have a competitor, you know, at practice and meets, someone that's always by my side. So I think it just steps on from last year. Did pretty good last year, and just keeping it going.
A couple of relay titles as well. Talk about those.
Yeah, we just put down our 4x1. Should be for Drake by now. So I'm really excited for that. Our 4x2 is doing pretty good for this time of the season. I think we're like 3rd. Sprint med also really good. Top, you know, whatever in the state. So, you know, I'm really excited for the relays. That's really where I get my speed and where my events come.
It's a team that's really talented and is having a really good year. How fun is it to be a part of a group like this?
Fremont Mills Track has always been fun. You know, all 4 years it's been a community more and a family more than just a team. So I'm really glad that I can be with these girls. You know, they push me to do everything that I want to.
Goals and expectations going forward?
Definitely placing high. You know, putting down a good time at Drake. You know, it's an accomplishment to get there. So that and. You know, conference is always what we want. We want to do pretty good then. And just putting down some good heights, good times for districts, and then hoping to go into state.
Curly, awesome job today.
Thank you.